So today we are going through mainly this website. So uh, this website is mostly like something called React Labs. So generally I stumbled upon it by chance. So let's see what it has. Generally, like this has something that can help me learn React. So that is precisely why I was starting to like check it out. Let's see what it got. So it do have, let's say, JSX basics. So what they want me to do, syntax expression this chapter one. JSX looks like HTML but lives inside JavaScript. Under the hood, this element becomes a React.create element. Yup. Key rules. Use class name. Use class name instead of class. Embed JavaScript expression with curly braces. JSX must return a single root element. Like, uh, use div or fragment. Self-closing text must end with this. Your task. Create an app. Create an app that renders div wrapper. So currently it is okay inside this div and h1 with hello react a p that displays the value of year in this expression and a p which has class name with the subtitle containing any text class name learn react. So let's say wrapped in a single div root. Let's check. Oh, this here components and props. Components are the building blocks of React. A component is just a function that returns JSX. Props let you pass data from a parent component to a child component. Key concepts are components must start with an uppercase letter. Okay. Basically, what are the components? Components are the building blocks of React. A component is just a function that returns JSX. Props lets you pass data from parent component to a child. Key concepts are components that must start with an uppercase letter. Props are passed like HTML attributes, like this. Inside the component, access them via the function parameter, mostly like destructuring. Props are read only, never modify them. Your task is create a user card component that accepts name. Okay, so let me cons user card that accepts name and role props, and I would like to render it inside fragments actually with the name and free with the rule. Wrap both in a div class name. So let's see inside this div. Would like to add the class name. What is user card? Okay, in the app component, In the app component, render to user card. Okay, let me inside this user card, I will have name as Alice and role as developer, and inside I will name have Bob and role as designer. Let's check this. Okay, so it does come with some pre-styled CSS as well. So let me pull up this a bit and see this how it does give error, but the way it displays is okay. So I think this is something still in development. It is not a fully production work. Let's look at the next state and use state. State is a data that changes over time. When state changes, React re-renders the component to reflect the new data. How use state works? Value, setter function, and initial value. Use state returns an array. Calling the setter triggers a re-render. Never modify state directly. Always use the setter. Your task: build a counter component. Initialize. Okay, so you want to build a counter component. Let me build it. Uh, they want to build a const count set count use state 0. Okay, now display the count in actual with the count. Okay, display. So here they want to display the count which is 0. Add an increment button ID. So here I will add my buttons. So let's see, two buttons with the ID of increment, with the ID of decrement. Here I will say plus, I will say minus. Yeah, okay. This got by one. So add a reset button, reset. So all I can do is okay. So currently it is not increasing. So const handle increase. So what I will do is set count to count plus one, and here I will have on click event. Inside that I will pass handle increase. So when I click in this, it does start increase. Now what I will do is cost handle decrease, and inside that I will pass set count to count dash one. And what I will do is I will pass the same on click to handle decrease. So now when I click on this, it increases. And when I click on the decrease button, it decreases. And another one that I would like to add is handle reset, which will set count to 0. So well, let's see inside this, when I click on this button, what I would like to do is handle reset. So let's see, when I click on reset, I think it should work now. Okay, let's go to the next. And now they want me to work on some event handler. So let's see the data. Event handling. React events are named using camel case. Yep. You pass a function as a handler, not a string. A function as a handler, not a string. Name any inline handler, named handler with event object. Build a simple item list. Create an input with ID. Item input or typing items. Track the input value in state. Add button with ID that adds the input text to a list. Okay. Mm, I have to do something about my mic. Currently, it's really like not properly, not properly working. Okay. See. Add a button with ID. Create an input with ID. Mm, let's see. I should directly start working on this. Input with ID. Let's say item input. Track the input value in a state. So value should be input value. Add a button with ID. So here I am adding button. Inside that button, I will have an ID of add button, and I will say add list. After adding, clear the input. Okay, for uh, let's say uh, after adding, clear the input. So when I say I cannot write it right. So let's check few things I have done. Okay. Const handle add item is equal to e. So what I would like to do is when on click, I would like to call this handle add item, and let me see the value target dot val target dot value. So when I click on this, uh, let's see, there is no console. Okay, so generally this is what this do. In value, we clear the input, let us input the text list. Add a button with ID that adds the input text to a list. After see, um, So, um, hmm. So here, I think clear the input. Mm, Each list should display the item text. Hmm. Okay, so this one was kind of let's see. I have an ID here. So first, let me give another div. Inside that, I will have my UL tag, and inside I will map dot items dot map each item. What I would like to do is uh, directly, let's say inside this list, I would like to display the item, and what I would like to do is const add item. So what I will do is inside the set items, item dot push to the set. I think this is not good. Let's see. I do want to like display this. Hmm. Initially, the value is 0. So when click on this, I would like to uh, let's say uh, set items to E, and const add item to uh, set input value to empty. Let's say I still am not able to write anything. When I click on this, nothing happen. So let's see. Um, you will have an ID called item list. Hmm. So, uh, let me check. Input clears. Typing and checking add. Item to the list. No UL with ID. Input clears after adding an item. Can add multiple items. Cannot read for what is optional. Input clears after adding an item. So when I click on add button, I'm setting the items to the value and clearing the input. And inside the items, I am listing the item. I wonder why is it not like rendering. There is no console as well. Let's see. I do like to look at this one myself. Wonder if I can say online React compiler. Here. So and it's taking a really long time. So this is my current application. I will like copy it and inside this function, I would like to paste it. And I would like to see where I am. I think this is not going to work. Play code IO. Yep, this one should work. Already code share. Open editor right here, right now. I don't want it. Okay. Let's see. Expected string for inbuilt component a class function. Export export default function. Inside my app. Oh man, what looks good. Okay, so let's see. Import use state from React. Okay, so maybe here as well. Like I have to define that use state. Import use state from React outside of order. I see. So they have taken care of input for me. Yeah, I will manage it. So yeah, I can still not able to write anything, but when I click on this, it is not function. So let's say initially, if I say ID is equal to 1 and name is equal to, sorry, item is equal to, so let's say something, item stored, key is equal to item dot ID. So something or if I can like do something like console log e these items, which is this. What I would like to show is the item dot item. So this inside the list, and I will have here one h1 tag saying my item list. So let's say items.map is not a function at the line 24. Items.map is not a function. And why is that? Why is that? Handle add item. Inside that, I will have an add button, and let's say currently, let's put this way. Currently, it's empty. Okay. Mm, so why am I not able to like initial value is 0 item input, and before that I would like to display the input value. So can I do? Nope, I am not able to do anything. Let's see if I do. Hmm, let's see, the initial value is a 0. Hmm. Input value is this. So so how can I display? How can I display instead is this? Um, let's see if I can ask, and here put my case. Task is to do this. Missing the core React flow here. Input typing state update button click append new item. Well, input typing. Input typing. What does state updates button click append new item into a re-render list? Right now your code has a few issue. Input is read only, but no. Okay, the on change. Forgot. Const handle change is equal to this. Set items to items to the the value. So an object. So on the handle change, I am adding. So when I click on it, e dot target dot value. So when I click on this and add, okay, so inside this, change from wrong button handler logic set item store the click event object into state, not the type the text e dot target dot value. So item should be array of strings you want, but currently you are trying to store click events, not input text. Okay, so the correct solution is if input value trim empty return set items to input value. So so okay, I did this, and the value should be input value. Value should be set items to the original items, and original items, and then they want me to input value. This input value here, so whatever in there add on top of it. Okay, so I was not wrong, but what I lacked is that only this part, and one of the this part is on change, because on change I wasn't doing anything. Okay, this one was fun. Use effect and life cycle. Let's go. Use effect lets you run side effects, things that happen outside of rendering, like updating the document title, setting up timers, or fetching data. How it works: runs after every render. Use effect runs only on mount, empty dependency. Runs when count changes. Cleanup function runs before next effect or unmount. Okay. Create a counter. Create a counter with user starting at 0. Display it in h2 id count. Use effect to update the document title whenever count changes. So here I will use effect. Inside that I will have something, and when my count changes I would like to change that. They want me to update my hmm, 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 hmm. No, the document title wouldn't be visible in the preview, but the test will check it. So display a message with ID. with ID. Okay, uh, let's see. Okay, folks, so I'm ending the string today for this only because I have like something other things to